trim went out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe. Hey there.
I only have one question. Are you willing to kill people for money? I'm just joshing you, partner. Had to ask, for old time's sake. Lord knows you've killed enough for the both of us, and then some. I heard about you taking down Judge Richter, Red Bear, and Sergio. Damn fine work by all accounts. I know you might have a lot of different reasons for coming here, but I want you to know I appreciate it. Fact is, I could use your help. My goal is to find Marco and kill the son of a bitch, plain and simple. We even got the NCR bankrolling us this time, thanks to Mr. Brookshire. Truth is that we're in a tight spot here. When Marco came to Frost Hill, he brought a passel of outlaws with him, all of them a rough bunch. I'm talking about the hardest, meanest vermin west of the Mississippi, gathered over years of raiding. We ain't taking no prisoners up here. It's gonna be sorta like what we did back in Vegas, except this time, we finish it, together. Marco has nowhere else to run now. It's gonna be tough, partner, and downright bloody. You let me know when you're ready to start. I'll get you on track. I'd tell you not to distract me with questions, but I reckon that would be downright rude, considering everything that's transpired. If you're curious, ask away. So long as you don't keep me away from my typing for too long, I reckon somebody has to keep this outfit organized. Ask away. It does my heart good to see that old Remington, let me tell you. It means a lot to me that you brought it all the way here. Damn good of you. Now the way I see it is that it's yours now. So long as you kill Marco with it, I'm happy. Truth is that just holding that thing can dredge up bad memories for me. I just end up stowing it in a safe again. Better to see it put to use. What's on your mind? Oh, Cooper? Found him when we cleared out a raider den just outside the canyon. They'd been using him as bait for their fighting dogs. He was pretty tore up when we found him, but he bounced back real quick. Ain't the biggest or the fastest, but he's tough as an old boot. Feel free to take him with you the next time you go after a bounty. I'm sure he'd be a help to you. What's on your mind? Oh, how did I become a zombie? Yeah, I can say that shit with impunity now. Zombie, 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 motherfucker. Anyway, Sugar had busted me up, then buried me up to my neck in dirt, not far from some old wayside. Made me sick as fuck. There I am, wasting away, sun burning my head, thinking it can't get worse. Wrong. Fucking giant ants showed up, about to chomp my dome off. Right when I'm about to become a snack for the bugs, a pack of wild dogs comes running in, chew up the ants, then run them off. I'm thinking, hallelujah for man's best friend. Wrong again. Big alpha dog came up and commenced to humping my face. Did it all night. So that mangy fucker is making love to my ear when finally I hear gunshots, despite my impairment. Thought I'd finally caught a break. Dogs run off, but it was the jackals that found me. Cocksuckers had a real laugh at me, half ghoulified and covered in dog jizz. Well, jackals shackled me and hauled me around, made me their zombie slave. They just assumed I was some random hobo in the wastes. I ended up taking a page out of old Marshall Cooper's playbook. Late one night, I used a fork to kill their leader, then grabbed a gun. Jackals are all pussies, of course, so they ran off. I did manage to kill 2 of them, though. After that, I got my bearings and headed north. Jackals hauled me up north to begin with, and I wasn't sure what was going on back in Vegas. For all I knew, the judge was still around. I ain't proud of everything I've done, but it worked out. I was on the road when somebody told me Marco was up in Utah. Hearing that gave me real purpose again, something to work towards. I got on as a caravan guard and got up here not long after that. I started to figure it was nothing. I'd heard stories of Marco dying for years until I saw him. He was outside town, had a gang with him. Deep down I knew he'd be too fast or one of his boys would plug me first. I'd have to wait, but at least I knew where he was. I went back with a caravan, used my paycheck to get geared up, and that's when Brookshire found me. He told me that NCR had a stake in Frost Hill, wanted to fund a bounty hunting expedition. All they needed was some leadership. By that time word had gotten around about your doings in the Mojave, so Brookshire figured I'd be a good fit to corral his gang of misfits. I mean, it's going to work, but sometimes I have my doubts about all this, the way things turned out. I regret starting you down this path. Ask away. A man like Marco comes around, word travels fast. I believe he made some feeble attempt to conceal his identity at first. Rumors that he even used a different name for a spell, tried to settle down. I can't imagine a man like him living any sort of normal life. Story is that he had a run-in with some local toughs, killed 5 of them outside the saloon. Wasn't long before people figured out who he was, what with him shooting like the devil and a band of outlaws in tow. I haven't even gotten a look at him, but he's here. I know it. He stays up in those mines most of the time, leaves the dirty work to his peons. When I got set up here with the other hunters, things turned ugly right away. We lost some, but we gave as good as we got. Marco ain't stupid, of course. He'll keep biding his time until he feels strong, or until his back is up against the wall. Mark my words, though, when he does show, it's going to get biblical. Fire, brimstone, and all that good shit. I got to tell you, I'm downright giddy about this. It's just like the old days. You excited too? Ready to get out and kill some bad guys? Good. Now squash that bullshit right now. You better harden the fuck up when you go after this bunch, because they're killers, every one of them. The first is Garza, a Mexican sharpshooter who served as Marco's scout for years. He's a first-rate marksman by all accounts. Word is that he's in Buxton Mine, where he's holed up with a trio of hussies, the Amantes or whatever. I can't speak that shit. It's a crazy man with 3 bloodthirsty bitches. Enough said. Any questions? Garza is reportedly something of a ladies' man, so much so that he always has a stable of sluts on hand, no matter the circumstances. Crazy bitches feed him, bring him supplies, even fight for him, screaming like banshees on the rag. Goddamn terrifying if you ask me. Then again, maybe Garza is smarter than all of us. At any rate, keep your eyes open for him and his manatees. Good, just keep your head down and do what you do best. I'll see you when you get back. Oh, almost forgot. If you're gonna be running around out in that freezing ass cold, might as well dress for it. Here's something I had stowed away.
Heard of you, some kind of hot shot from Mojave, right? Well, let me set things straight. I'm the fucking alpha dog here. Not that I'm worried. I hear you didn't do shit to help out Randall. Left him to get zombified. Fucking shitbird move. Got anything to say, shitbird? Alright, you got a little fire in your belly. Maybe you ain't shitbird after all. I'll see you around.
And so the great hunter appears. I have a feeling I'll be paying out a lot more bounties soon, seeing as to how you're around. John Brookshire, serving in an official capacity for the New California Republic. I'm the man who signs the paychecks around here. Randall came to us, actually. He was short on funds and armament, and we had long since known about Frost Hill and its renegade population. There's a standing bounty on almost every person here. Some of them have been running from justice for decades. While Marco has not committed any known crimes against the NCR yet, many of his men have. With that in mind, we elected to partner with Randall. Thanks to Randall's reputation and our money, we now have a strong contingent of bounty hunters. Perhaps enough to reckon with the outlaw populace. No, absolutely not. Although they're wanted, I want to arrange for a peaceful resolution with the more civilized elements in the canyon. I've made multiple attempts at a diplomatic solution, but my offers have been rebuffed each and every time. I even put amnesty on the table, provided they accept NCR control. They acted as if I wanted their firstborn. Asinine. Randall believes that this can be a peaceful, independent community once Marco and his ilk are gone, but I disagree. Only with the firm leadership of the NCR can Frost Hill put its outlaw past behind it. The law will have its day, whether they like it or not. When this is finished, the residents will have to choose between the NCR or life elsewhere. Violence, however, is out of the question. Absolutely, that's what's in the offer, more or less. We want a smooth, profitable transition from outlawry to civilization, nothing more. The bottom line is that we want the outlaws gone and the town turned legitimate, with proper leadership. With your reputation, perhaps you'll succeed where I failed. In that event, I'll see that you're rewarded when this is settled. Good luck.
What you got? We're off to a good start then. I've still got a long list of names, so let me know when you're ready for the next target. What you got? Good. The target is Kicking Dog, a humongous savage who broke away from the Whitelegs a while back, formed his own gang. Seeing as to how he only had a few men with him, Dog eventually joined up with Marco, who was more than happy to put his skills to use. Kicking Dog got his name from the way he kicks men to death, all while he snarls and drools like a mad dog. He's probably on chems. You can find him and a few compadres over in Wolfhead Cavern, not far from here. Any questions? Yeah, he likes to knock people down and then pound the shit out of them. He's big, fast, and mean, so it works most of the time. My advice is to keep your distance, cripple him, then take your time planting shots in his dome. Size and strength don't mean shit if you put a bullet in his brain. Anything else? Alright, just be careful, and I'll see you when you get back. Good luck.
Howdy.
What you got? I suppose he kicked his last then. Serves that savage right. Here's your reward. Come on back when you're ready for the next one. Hey there.
Yes? What's on your mind? There actually isn't a formal bounty out on Marco, at least as far as the NCR is concerned. Whatever he did back east, it didn't affect the Republic. With that said, some of his gang members most definitely have a history with us. Once the canyon's secured, I'm sure we'll work something out. I do have some additional bounties that Randall passed on. Seems if they're not directly related to his crusade against Marco, he's not interested. Some of these targets are even of a political nature. Bringing these people to justice is important to my superiors. So, are you interested? Well, that's a letdown. If you change your mind, just let me know. No hard feelings.
What you got? Ask away. He's some sort of NCR agent, man. You can never tell with those weasels. They got nice suits, silver tongues, and deep pockets. As long as they keep paying for bounties, and I get to run things my way, I got no complaints. He seems squared away as far as I can tell. What's on your mind? That's a complicated matter, my friend. See, the NCR has a bounty out on just about everybody in this here canyon. Thing is, most of them are just outcasts and poor folk, not really bad, except for Marco and his crew. A lot of them came up here to get away from one type of government or another, be it NCR, Legion, or whatever. Damnable thing is that most of them are loyal to Marco right now, mainly because they see us as part of the NCR. I'm hoping that if we can whittle away some of Marco's muscle, people will start to have a change of heart. I ain't no NCR stooge. Somebody wants to pay me for bounties? Fine. You want me to conquer your territory for you? That dog won't hunt. If we can clean out the worst of them, then maybe the NCR will see this place as legitimate. Might even grant amnesty, or so they say. We got a lot of graves to fill before that's on the table, though. We'll see. This time you're going after Squirrely Bill Blasius, big-mouth cowboy who heads a gang of rowdies called the Vaqueros. In addition to being a full-time bandit, he claims to have the most magnificent mustache in the territory. In my experience, only civil servants and pedophiles wear mustaches with pride. He's definitely not the former, so that narrows it down. Old Bill recently set himself up at the town saloon, and he's now in the midst of a gambling bender. He also brought a few ruffians with him. A bounty is a bounty, but this one ain't so simple. We already have a touchy relationship with the town, so I don't want to make things worse. You can't just slip in and chop his head off or snipe him. It needs to at least look like self-defense, otherwise the townsfolk get all pissy. I've no doubt you can find some way to offend the fella. Once he draws on you, it's fair game. If you can pull it off, I'll throw in a bonus. Word has it that he's particularly touchy about the mustache, so there's a start. Any questions? If it were me, I'd bash his testicles with the butt of my pistol, but that's probably a bit overt. Oh, I almost forgot. He is supposed to be sweet on that yellow-haired whore, Lori. He likes to keep a monopoly on her when he's in town. I imagine it would be disconcerting if you were to partake of the young lady, particularly in earshot of Mr. Blasius. Any other questions? Don't forget, there's a bonus if you make Bill draw first. Good luck.
Hold it, baby Bonanza. It's me, Cunty McLean. Cunty McLean, your arch nemesis and worst nightmare. Are you fucking serious? Cunty McLean. I'm Cunty McLean. I've said it 3 times already. Jesus, any more questions? Really? You don't remember? My cousin, Donald, came out to the wasteland to make a name for himself. He got caught up in some fiend group and ended up getting recruited. You murdered him. You murdered him and you don't even remember. What else am I supposed to do when I'm talking? Not fondle myself? About time. Prepare for your imminent and possibly painless death.
Welcome to fucking Frost Hill. How about a shot of whiskey to get that fucking chill out of you? First one is on the house. Lori can also offer you snatch at a reasonable rate. If you'll suffer my fucking curiosity, what brings you to our little hamlet? That's fucking commendable. Most cocksuckers around here can't be asked to lift a finger for fuck all. Enjoy a complimentary libation. Well, some of the passing persiflage contains mention of a grand rising of the servile masses in Arizona, unified under the banner of some Spartacus. Reviving archaic names and titles from the empires of yore will always yield positive results, as evidenced by Caesar's artful aping of the ancients. In all candor though, the poor saps will be crushed. The survivors, crucified. The bear is too lethargic, too timid for action, to its shame. Don't be a motherfucking stranger.
Hey. What is it, honey? Sorry, I'm closed for business. Bill don't like to share me when he's in town. Damn, I do believe it's warm in here. Let's step into my room and cool off.
You were back there, doing things to my Lori. I heard it all, you slimy fuck. And I am going to bury you. Then that bitch is gonna get it